Hey, thank you for watching. My name is Denise. I am a stylist for Color Street, and today I've got a mani planned. I'm going to talk to you about bonnet, the thing with the bonnets, because the bonnets are awesome. And this may be my last, my last video with my Color Street Triflex. Well, this tube in particular, because as you can see, I have a brand new shiny one on deck. So this is the old one. You can clearly see, much loved. I've been doing 90 days of mascara. I haven't been posting as much as I should have been, and I keep saying I'm going to, but it's been busy. And then it's been slow, and I've just been going through some stuff. But I have been working a lot, though. Anyway, so bonnet thing first. Okay, look at my hair. I went and got a trim yesterday and a blowout. Oh, also, you guys, if you live in LA or any city that has a Paul Mitchell school, go there. Go. $20. And they'll do, if you're just going to get a haircut or a trim, nothing too fancy. I know that they do color, they do everything at this school because it's a cosmetology school. Or I should say it's a hair college. It's a hair college, basically. So I went there and look at this, $20, and I got a nice trim, gorgeous blowout. But I have to tell you, my hair, it is improving. I can already tell a difference. And this is just week 3 with the bonnet. The thing that I wanted to work on the most is these little baby hairs. Because, you know, you sleep and you rub your head around, you know, and on your pillowcases. This is a double, there's 2 sides to this. It's actually reversible. I've slept on this with the light side out and with the dark side out. With the gold side out and with the cream side out. And it doesn't matter which side you sleep with it. But the thing you want to do is make sure you have tension in the band that goes around your head and that you cross. And in order to put it on, you just bun your hair up, or, you know, get it so that it's in one bunch. And you grab it by the back where the elastic is, and you just put it on your head. And your hair is going to just fall how it falls when you put it on. But what I have learned, and what I want to talk to you about, is you want to make sure it's in the center, in the middle of your head, in the back. You don't want the elastic to be on one side. You want it to be in the middle. And what you also want to do is kind of like go underneath and like make sure that your hair underneath here is parted the way that you want it to be when you take it off. And what you also want to do is put the band lower on your head. You don't want to go way up here. You want to put the band low. And that way, all of the tightness that's going to keep it in place is on your head and not up in your hair, because you want your hairline to be even. You don't want it to be, I mean, if you go like this and then don't like put your hair back how it's going to be, when you wake up in the morning, your hair is going to be like that. It's going to not be flat the way that you want it to be. Unless you want to look like you have a cowlick, which that's part of why I'm doing this, because I want to correct it. And also, so now I've got the 2, you know, ribbons. And what you have to do is cross them in the back. Because if you don't cross them in the back, you won't be able to tighten it enough. And then the other thing I have learned is to keep this flat. And the first go around, because you're going to, I don't do the bow on the top. I can't do that because it drives me crazy. So as you're tightening these around, the first layer, or the first pass with the ribbons, you want them to be as flat as you can get them. Like that. You don't want to come up and just like, you know, have them bunched up like that. You want to get them flat. And that way you won't have any lines on your forehead when you take it off in the morning. Because there is a level of tightness that you have to achieve in order for it to stay on. So what you want to try and do is just look and see if they're flat, or as flat as they can be. And I know you do have to cross them over, but just keep them as flat as you can keep them. And then what you want to do is come down around the back, and then you're going to cross them again. And then you have to kind of like keep tension and like this. And I'm not pulling too tight. I mean, you'll know how tight is. You don't want to do it so tight that your head's going to hurt. And then I go like this. And you tuck. And keep pulling. And then you just tuck it in twice, wrap it around twice. And you want to keep the tension up. And then just go. It's actually easier if I just do it by feel. Hang on. Believe it or not. Wrong hand. There you go. There's 1 and 2. And then once you have them tucked under, you want to come back to the bottom band. And this is what works for me anyway. And you want to just kind of like pull the original band down like that and make it cover your ears and get it, follow it to the back of your head and just make sure that like this all the way back. And then come around and do the other side. And like that. For me, I like my ears covered. Some people don't. I do. And then I kind of want to go up a little and get it above my eyebrows. But then this is basically it. And I could do whatever I want. You can roll over 1,000,000 times on your bed and this will not come off at all. And I got the 3-pack of these from Villanico. I'm going to link. And this is not sponsored. And I can sleep all night with them like this. And then in the morning, I don't even need to untie anything. You just pull it off. And I do have a little static, but that's okay. Seriously, though, pull it off and then enjoy your hair. And, you know, I was talking about, like, what happens underneath there if it's not flat. You're going to end up with it like way up like this in the morning. And that's how my hair used to be. And all these little baby hairs were gone. But now that I'm learning how to flatten it before I go to sleep, I'm getting the baby hairs back. And it's not, my hairline does not look like it's thin anymore, I don't think. It's definitely improved a lot. So I'm really stoked for that. All right, so that's the bonnet story. And for the mani, oh no, mani+mascara first. You know what? Even before I do that, I want to throw on a layer of, I've got Color Street Ridge Filling Primer. And I'm going to just put some of that on. And it'll dry while I'm doing my mascara. Actually, I have another bottle that's almost gone. Let me just, when they're almost gone, it's easier to just come with one thicker layer. Well, the brush is, you know, when you've got a new bottle, your brush gets more product on it. And when the bottle's older, trying to get that last bit of product from under there with a square bottle, it's hard. Because you have to like lift up the bottle and keep turning it and everything. And I don't want to do that right now. I just want to do this. And I do have a layer of strengthener also. And, you know, my nails have been through it, but they're getting better. Most of them are fine now. I was doing press-ons for a little while. And, oh, darn, I just realized you can see what my mani's going to look like. That's okay. Anyhow, yeah, some of my nails really suffered a lot with the press-ons. But I think the ones that are the worst off are my thumbs, which are getting better slowly. Slowly but surely. But the rest of my nails are in much better shape. So happy to report that. All right, let's do this last application with my favorite mascara ever. It's the Color Street Triflex. And I've been using this same tube since January 20th was my first video, and this is already May, and no odor at all. If there was an odor at all, or if there was anything that made me not want to use it, if I got irritated, or if the formula started to misbehave, I would not be using it still. But it's getting thicker. I can see there's tiny little clumps every now and then. But, I mean, When's the last time that you guys had a tube of mascara that lasted longer than a month? It just doesn't happen. And for me, the reason why I did the 90 days is because this stuff is $32 a tube. Okay. Ouch. I'm used to spending like $5 or $7 on Wet n Wild, or Elf has a really good one too. Maybelline, you know, these are all brands that I wore before I found this one. But I noticed that I would be going through a tube after, I don't know, a month or a few weeks. I'm getting more. And, you know, this is $32 and it's lasted me over 90 days. So if I can get performance like that from a product, I'll keep buying it. And the way I justify it is skipping Starbucks. If I can just skip Starbucks one time every month after 3 months, then I've justified my mascara. Again, drugstore. I'm a drugstore girl at heart. So that is that. And I'm not going to put the wand back into the tube and get more product because I don't need it. Not with this one. Got to do the influencer hand. I mean, all of that shiny stuff in there, that's mascara. That's product. That's not just the wand. I mean, there's like, how many sides to this brush? It's, you don't need to keep jamming it in there and getting more air into your tube, which also makes it dry out faster. So that's why I just I pull the tube, I pull the wand out, do the thing. Don't put it back in until I'm done. And that, my friends, is how I've been able to make this last that long. Yeah, we're almost done with this one. It's starting to get a little harder to work with. So this may be the last one. Oh yeah, this is definitely the last one. When you do the wiggle woggle and then you kind of like go to comb it, it should be super smooth like butter. And right now it's not like butter. No. But it's still so pretty. And you know, I don't want spider leg eyelashes. I don't want them to be super long. I don't want, you know, some people want all of that like in your face. I am not that. So, all right. Thank you, Triflex. You've rocked my world for 95, 96 days now. Mwah. That's that. All right, so now my mani is going to be, tomorrow is May 4th, so this is going to be my Star Wars mani, my May the 4th mani. This is, the black one is called Starfall. The super sparkly one is called Lightyear. And on top of Starfall, I'm going to be putting Wishing Stars, which is this with the hollow stars. I have to represent, I have to acknowledge Star Wars Day. I must, because I am a big fan. And I think, oh, hang on. My table is a bit of a mess because I forgot what I was doing. Let me get my heart and my other heart. There we are. And Marie, just so you know, I think of you whenever I use this. Okay, are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. So, uh-oh. Don't want that. Lay we down. Smoothie, smoothie. And since I'm not going to double it this time, oh, I've got, let me go under here with this. I don't want to mess up the ridge filler on my thumbs, so I'm going to just use my pusher. get that off of there. And I already know that this one, if I stretch it a little, will fit my index. Unless I just messed it up. Yep, I can't. Nope, no index on that one. I took off too much when I went to take off the little silver tab. All right, that's fine. So now we need Lightyear. Did I put you guys? I did not put you back. Where are you all? Okay, well. Anywho, it's been a busy week. It's going to be busy next week too because my friends' kids, I'm going to be picking them up every morning. And before that, I'm doing another early ride. It's an early pickup that I'll be doing for someone who needs their coffee super early in the morning. So I'm doing that also. Yeah, there's a little... All right, that's fine. Actually, I am going to do my every other. I'm going to revert back to my old fun habit. Okay, there's that. So yeah, I'll be getting up early every day next week and then coming home early every day next week too. So it'll be busy, which means I may not have that many videos, but I will be around. Oh, okay, let's see if this is gonna work. Yeah, that worked. Okay, good. Starfall does have some sparkle, but it's very subtle. The glitter in this one. But I still love it. It's very pretty. I don't want to go just solid black. Most of the time, I don't want to just have a solid black base. So that's what I love about Starfall. Let go. Thank you. Good. All right, and now Lightyear. Okay, that goes on the index for this one. Ah, this is so pretty. Gorgeous. No, I don't think... Oh, no, you can go on the middle on this other hand. Good. And the middle on this hand does have a ridge down the middle, which I'm really bummed about, but it's going to have to grow out, just like the thumbs do with their ridges too. I'm not really sure if there's a solution for that other than just waiting for it to grow out. No, don't you dare. See that? Nope. Quit using your fingers. Use the damn pusher. Okay. Pinky. I know I gotta, oopsie, I gotta stretch this a little. Good. And I know for sure that this one will not fit my ring on the other hand, so I have to sacrifice. Thank you. And there's the other ring. This one I need to do a little more fine tuning because the nail itself is very domed. It's not flat. And needs a little extra time and attention. Good. All right, before I do my thumbs, I'm gonna get the stars. There was another one, Lucky Stars, that I thought I had a bunch of that has more stars than this one. So I'm sort of bummed that this one doesn't have more stars, but it's really okay. Because what I can do is put 2 layers of this on. I'm gonna go. Is that gonna work? No, because you're gonna be able to see. Well, all right, let's put you on this hand over here. But we're only gonna have one. That's a bummer. And you can barely even see the star on this one. Well, let's see if I can't fix that. Welcome to Static City. All right, let's put this one on my middle first. Pretty, pretty. Then this other one. No, I want to do the other one on my middle. I mean on my ring. Let's do... Yeah, this one has more. And what I've also noticed sometimes is that when you have a dark, dark color and then you handle a clear strip, you can see your fingerprint through it onto the dark polish. So I want to try and not have that happen with this one. Oh, no, you don't. No, you're going to totally be able to see that. I wish there were more stars. Well, this one has quite a few. Let's have fun with that one. And I can trim Oh yeah, that's better. Molto bene. Much better. All right, let me... All right, this one has a couple stars. This one has hardly any. All right, let's come over here with this one. All right, that's better. Now what I want to do is get this over here. Or maybe I'll use this one instead. Yeah, that's actually better. All right, that's good. Now this one, this one looks lonely. All right, let's get more for you. Let's do another layer over here. Okay, that's good. All right, I'm gonna get one more on this other ring finger. And there's people outside my apartment that are having a conversation. I hope you can't hear that. I don't know if you can. All right, that's done. Okay, now this is good. Yay. All right, thumbs and thumbs. So we need a Starfall. Where did it go? All right, where are you? There you are. And I was thinking of just doing Over the Moon all by itself, but then I realized something. This is about Star Wars. It's not Moon Wars, it's a Star Wars, so... there's that. Good. All right. A little tiny more trim right there. Oh my goodness. Why are you so stubborn? Get off of there. Well, I don't know how noticeable that is, but I don't want to mess with it anymore. I'm going to be declare myself done. Okay, now we need stars. All right, that is good. We likey. And now Lightyear, which is right there. I used to not want to put dark colors on my nails unless they were long, because I think it makes them look short and stubby, which may still be the case, but I've come to the point where I don't care anymore. I'll say it, I don't give a fuck anymore. If I want to wear a dark color, I'm wearing it. And if they look short, then, you know, right now they are short, whatever. You don't have to worry about any of that crap when you've got an awesome product like this that makes them look so pretty. So I wear what I want. Oh, that reminds me. I need to check out the reboot of What Not to Wear that they're doing on Prime called Wear Whatever the Fuck You Want. Yeah, I need to watch that. I have just reminded myself. They've got a couple episodes that they've already dropped. So I will look for that and report back. I will say What Not to Wear. Oh my God, that was one of my favorite shows for so long because of how they were helping people. You know, some of them didn't look at it like that in the beginning, but by the end they were like, oh my God, you guys, you know, so, all right. Yay, we are starry. We are stardust. We are golden. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And we got to get ourselves back to the garden. All right, no more singing. I just need to fix my pinky. And you know what? I can do that later. Fun, 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 fun. All right, everybody, have a happy 4th. And I'm not kidding you guys. Get the dang bonnet. Someone did make a comment that they had short hair and they weren't sure that it helped them. And I get that. I can understand that. But for me, it's helping with breakage. It's not stopping my hair from falling out naturally. But I do have way less broken, like, hair breakage. Where I do see more... Oh, my part. Hang on. Where I still do have breakage is up here in my part. Like, there's little short hairs. These little guys. I want these to be not doing that anymore. And I think that's because... You know, you roll your head around. And I used to wear my hair in a bun overnight, which is so bad. It's the worst thing you can do because when your hair's in a bun, it's like this. And all this here is what I want to get rid of. I want it to be, you know, I don't want it to look like I'm losing my hairline anymore. All right, that is it, everybody. Have a happy day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.